That's traveled all over America over the last couple years to follow her son's career. She went out fly, but she... Boy, I'm so fired up for her to see that.
Off the right side, opened up a nice crease for her, huh?
Yeah, the right side is what they're known for, but I'll tell you, they got a couple good blocks by the tight end and one of the receivers, C.J. Daniels. Take a look at this, Chris. You're right. Anytime they go behind that right side, you know that they feel good about what they can do. Watch 87. You're going to get a great block here, but 87, Bauman does a nice job of sustaining his block. Look at 7 as well. C.J. Daniels. These receivers from Miami do a heck of a job of blocking and allowing an 8 or 10-yard gain to go for 15, 20, or more. Just keeps that corner sharp outside, and then Fletcher does such a good job of getting downhill. So 20 yards rushing in the entire first half and 57 on that carry alone.
Longest run of Fletcher's career. Suddenly a 3-point game here in Miami.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah, we just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously. Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can explore the neighborhood or live like a local. Unplug for the day or plunge into a long weekend. With IHG's 20 hotel brands, you can guest how you guest.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary?
Is it the capability to throw a little mud around?
That's a classic.
What about putting safety first?
Okay, that's smart.
Doesn't need to be roomy enough for the family. I have no idea who these people are.
Just pretend.
What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Here's your answer.
Imagine if Fresh Sheet Day could become Fresh Sheet Week. With Downy April Fresh, you can climb into more freshness, night after night for up to 7 days. Downy breathes life into your laundry.
Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Good and nice.
Being a pro doesn't start under the lights. It starts in the kitchen, where Factor chefs dial in balance, the way coaches fine-tune plays, because what you put in is what you get out. Factor, eat like a pro.
Mark Fletcher has given this team life for Miami. He's not just the top running back. He really is the emotional leader, a pillar of the program, says Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Speaking to him, he's just a guy, you get done talking to him, you get fired up about football. He just loves the game, loves his teammates, has already decided to come back next year to play for the Hurricanes. So he is all in.
Here's Linda.
And here's his mom after that touchdown.
Thank you for wearing a mic tonight.
Yeah. Anybody who's a parent can feel that passion, that love for their kid after a big moment. That was so cool to see and hear that.
You do a lot for your kids, but you drive 18,000 miles in a football season in a car now. We're talking car.
I know.
10,000 alone in the CFP, Kirk.
I know. That's so impressive.
Think about that. College Station, Texas, back to Lauderdale. Dallas, back to Lauderdale. Arizona,
that's the thing.
Back, and she finally gets a 12-minute drive.
Yeah.
From her house.
If anybody earned it, she earned.
Now, the Indiana team, which has responded so well this season, will have to do so again. Molly?
Well, Mark Fletcher Jr.'s day began with a text to his late father, as he does before every single game. Fletcher texted his dad at 5:45 this morning saying, "Good morning, Dad. Be with me, boss man. I love you." Mark Fletcher Sr. passed away October 2024, and his son keeps him alive in everything he does. Keeps his old cell phone just so he can text Dad before games and on hard days. You see LLBM on his iPad. That is long live Big Mark. And his dad, Mario Cristobal says has the best seat in the house, and he sure did for that touchdown, Chris.
Beautiful stuff, Molly. Indiana back to work. Hembe breaking tackles, still running. And out across the 40. These guys have been tough to tackle all season long, and Miami hasn't done a good job tonight.
Yeah, outside stretch play. We haven't seen a lot of those tonight from this Indiana offense, but what a great response after that touchdown. Really good blocking by Nowakowski. And then we see Omar Cooper, number 3, also working at that second level. So we saw Miami get a big gain, and now IU comes back with tight end and receiver blocking as well.
And be a quiet night, only 8 yards until that 15-yard burst. Left side, spun down after about a 4-yard gain.
National championship, it is still momentum swings back and forth. After Miami's defense got Mendoza off the field with Bain's hustle play, you could just sense, even before the touchdown, momentum kind of shifting. Then the touchdown. It's a big possession for Mendoza in this IU Hoosier offense.
Hembe again off the right side. Picks up about 3. It'll set up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, throughout the CFP, Indiana's been in control. You go back to the regular season, the reason I think a lot of people fell in love with this Indiana team, they're battle tested. Went to Iowa City. There's Moten coming off there with Olympic. He's had a great first half, but they went to Iowa City. They went to Penn State, beat Ohio State and Indianapolis. They've been tested, but the last couple games, they have not.
Moten had a low ankle sprain against Ohio State. He's been playing through pain the last couple of playoff games. So he's not in there to anchor the middle of this D-line on 3rd and 3. Mendoza looks to throw, gets it out, and it's bobbled and incomplete. Surratt had his hands on it, normally very reliable. Dropped the ball, and Indiana facing a 4th and 3 at their 47, and here comes the punt team.
Yeah, really good job of seeing it with Mendoza on 3rd down. Keontae Scott brought the blitz on his left side, right over top of Surratt. He saw it. Surratt does the right thing, is sitting down, right, give him a big target, just never quite able to hold on to the ball, and eventually Torrey knocked it away.
Had 2 chances to catch it. The punch out, I think, from Torrey made that incompletion, and Miami does get another stop. McCarthy, high boot. Tony steps up and makes the fair catch at the 11-yard line. So back in the Canes, back to work, down by 3. The College Football Playoff National Championship trophy's been hanging around all week. Later tonight, one of these 2 teams will raise it as the confetti falls.
Every Al has something to protect.
I don't think I'm doing this right.
Al Chun.
Can you hand me that paint cup?
Alan Hagen.
I'm not going to spend my retirement on land.
Als who start a business.
She's the boss now.
And pass it down. They've all got something to protect. Whether it's these Als.
It's actually Allie.
Or this perfect little
Jeff.
And with investment, retirement, and insurance know-how.
Look at the camera.
Prudential can help protect your life's work.
There you are.
Who's your rock?
Now, when you get a Jimmy John's sandwich, you can add any bag of chips and a drink for only $1. You know, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, or 1 jillion pennies if you love counting. Whatever, $1. You get it. Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain. It's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gel's target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
Every day, we are here. In the medicine that keeps your family healthy. In the food on your table. In the discoveries that drive the nation and economy forward. We've always been here. In the solutions shaping a better future across the country in every corner of life. Researching, teaching, solving, innovating. On campus, in your community. Every day, we are here.
Work shouldn't leave you feeling stiff or sore. You deserve a happier, healthier workday. That starts with a better workspace. One where you can stand a little, move a little, and feel a lot better. Barry has everything you need for head-to-toe comfort, with standing desks, ergonomic seating and accessories, so you can work well and live well. And right now, you can level up your space and save even more at Berry.com.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital ships. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
Some of the Indiana students dressed for the occasion here. Taco Bell, bringing the Live Más Student Section of the Year contest to the CFP, providing tickets to students from both schools. Nice to get tickets from Taco Bell because there's the most expensive championship game get-in price I've ever seen. More than $4,000 for the nosebleeds here.
No doubt.
And a lot more than that for the seats down close.
Right here.
Miami now just a 3-point deficit. Starts from the 12. Fletcher right back out there. They feed him. Crimson jerseys surround him for no gain.
Remember, that movement up front in that first half really affected the Miami offensive line and trying to get Mark Fletcher started. Now, he had the big carry where they went more outside. I think they came into this game thinking, we got to go inside zone, duo, inside between the guards to be effective against this Indiana team. Teams that try to go wide often go backwards. But that outside stretch play with Fletcher ended up being a big one for a touchdown.
Offensive coaches call it junking up the front. Nick Saban thought Miami's O-line would be well equipped to handle that, but it's been a challenge tonight. That throw is too low for Tony. It'll be 3rd and long.
A good job of moving him around, keeping his defense guessing. He actually had some space out there, but Carson Beck just unable off to his left, put that ball on that backside shoulder. We can make a play on it. 0 for 6 tonight on 3rd down.
Hoosier fans here in Miami on their feet. Trying to make it tough on Beck. Across the middle, Daniels can't come up with it. Jamari Sharp was in coverage. And the Canes go 3 and out.
Yeah, Chris, they go away from Pons, try to find a matchup that they like, and they got the matchup that they do like. And Daniels going up against Sharp. It's a bang-bang play. Bill gave us the clean, like it's okay.
It's just good, though, if you can get away with it and grab a receiver's arm so he can't get it up to touch the ball. That's how they coach it.
And they do. They do. When you look at it in frame by frame, it's interference. But on the field with the officials, that's a good play by the DB.
Dylan Joyce in his end zone. It's a line drive point away that Brady's going to watch bounce out of bounds. Not a great one. And Indiana's going to be set up near the 43-yard line. Kirk, the 39th annual WWE Royal Rumble. January 31st, Saudi Arabia. Cody Rhodes will be there. You can stream it exclusively on ESPN, unlimited plan, live or on demand using the app. 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on the 31st. You vowed to get me to a WrestleMania one
We got to go. We got to go. I went last year with Ali.
Do it.
Sat in the front row, and I was mesmerized by the entertainment. I really was. We'll go this year.
Indiana after a strong defensive stop. From the 43, Mendoza pressured again, and he will go down again. Akeem Mesidor, his pass rush has become furious in the 3rd quarter.
Johnny is in right now for Khalil Benson and has been the entire second half, 72. He just goes around him again. You get caught up with Ruben Bain in that spot, but they're moving these defensive linemen around to try to create matchups that are more favorable. He almost did that kind of frog jump almost with his left hand on the football to knock it away from Mendoza. Lucky to hold on to that.
Very good hand strength. That looked like Mesidor would be able to force that ball out. 2nd and 18. Elon Black powers forward. And still running hard. Gets back most of the yards from the sack and sets up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, he's backs both of them. You don't know if one's in there or 8's in there, but they both run exactly the same. And, you know, that's why you'll see they get behind the sticks. They still get behind that offensive line, and these backs just keep moving their feet, bouncing around, trying to hide from defenders. They got a shot here now on 3rd and long. Let's watch for Ruben Bain. He's going to now go back to the offense's right side. Mesidor will be on the blind side.
Better believe Mendoza's thinking get the ball out quickly.
Yep.
Play clock at 5. Miami doesn't bring extra pressure this time, and the ball is out. Surratt tried to make one of those back shoulder catches right in front of the Indiana bench. Hoosiers wanted a flag on Frederic, did not get one. Boy, this has been so different since Xavier Lucas came back on the other corner.
Yeah, they're tightening up the coverage. Frederic here, watch again. Watch him, he's almost expecting that back shoulder fade. Bill, what are your thoughts on this one? He's been handsy most of the night.
Both of them, though. Both of them are grabbing on each other.
And because his head is turned to the quarterback, I feel like you guys are allowed that a little bit more, right?
They're letting them play on pass situations tonight.
I got no problem with that.
Mutual combat. He taught us mutual combat the other week, right?
I didn't want to repeat that, but yes.
Tony back. He'll catch the ball at the 5. Risky move. Spun down after a 2-yard return. And Miami once again is going to be pinned back deep. A 54-yard boot by McCarthy. Devin Boykin made the stop.
Want to talk football with a friend? Just tell Siri. Call Jesse on speakerphone.
When you dedicate your life to saving others, don't you deserve something dedicated to you? We think so. That's why the government chose AT&T to build FirstNet, a one-of-a-kind nationwide network for first responders. We put first responders first because their connection changes everything.
I'm the world's greatest advertisement for the hottest new super drug that makes you effortlessly beautiful.
This is the closest to the fountain of youth anyone's gonna get.
Are there side effects?
We're gonna fix this. We're gonna find a cure.
Who'd like the first poke?
FX is the beauty. Wednesday on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
At Sonic, what did we do with our hand smash burger made to order with Angus beef? We made an entire lineup. Meet our all-American smashers, made with classic ingredients to make it our best smasher yet. Try the Sonic All-American Smasher meal for $6 today.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. And there are multiple savings options available, even if you don't have insurance.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
If this is clicking for you, ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at zepbound.com.
Hoosiers kicked their first quarter field goal, then built the lead. Riley Nowakowski, a wrinkle here. The tight end runs it in from fullback. And then in the third quarter, Mark Fletcher, career-long 57-yard race. Miami's defense has stepped up after halftime. But Indiana pins the Canes deep at the 7 for this possession. Midway third quarter. Not much from the Hurricanes' passing game. Beck just 54 yards. 7 completions. Tony's been held in check. 4 receptions, all of them short. Option 1 is Mark Fletcher off the left side. bulldozes, earns 3 yards the hard way.
We get deeper into this second half. The battle up front is going to be fascinating to watch. Both these teams, again, pride themselves on being the most physical team. This is where you really get tested physically and mentally.
Some tempo from the Hurricanes. Empty backfield on second down. Beck looks left. Ooh, dangerous throw. Threw it right into the vicinity of Aiden Fisher, who got his hands on it, and Isaiah Jones was right there.
Yeah, let's watch Jones. Remember I said they don't bring in a nickel very often? Jones has to have that kind of versatility. He's playing out in space like a nickel. He blitzes the quarterback a lot. He's able to get pressure on him. This time, heck of an athletic play there to get airborne to keep that ball away from Keelan Marion.
All year long, tremendous job of preparation on this Indiana defense. They are all over team's receivers. Concede very little. Pressure for Beck up the middle, gets it out. Tony's got the ball, but not enough. Wrestled down immediately by Lewis Moore. They continue to feed Tony, but nowhere to run after the catch once again.
Not at all, and I think Aiden Fisher deserves some of this credit as well. Watch him walked up tight, showing blitz. Now he drops. Now he's looking for the potential to make a play, and he knows exactly who wants to be able to, where they want to get the ball, and that's to Fletcher. Great job there of just, or Tony rather, great job of just kind of anticipating that. The connected cam from AT&T shows you that they do a nice job of keeping him short of the first down.
Fisher was there. Crook did a good job getting an arm, maybe slowing down Tony. Just enough to let Moore get there. So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! In the end, it blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown! Isaiah Jones on the recovery.
I mean, if you're an Indiana fan, Mikhail Kamara made so many plays a year ago. Hasn't had as many as far as the stats are concerned. And now in the biggest moment, in the biggest stage, the veteran and the leader, one of the JMU transfers, comes around that right side, gets a handout, and blocks this punt for this touchdown.
Blocks in back-to-back playoff games. And the fourth one this season, mentioned earlier, that's now the 8th block in Kurt Cignetti since he hired Grant Kane as his special teams coach a couple of years ago. It's a weapon, they use it, and they've reclaimed momentum.
Just incredible if you watch this, and how happy are you for this guy, because there's so much pressure to make plays. Comes around that right side. Miami has they got personal protectors there. 87, Bauman just kind of lets him go by. Look at 87, he's right there. Just lets him go by. I don't even think they're in an all-out effort to go get this. I just think he worked around the corner, realized he was in there, and got his left hand in there to be able to knock it down. Jones jumps on top of it for the touchdown.
Mike Black, my spotter, who's our kicking specialist, says 2.25, Kirk. That was too leisurely as he kind of rolled out to his right to get that off.
How about the field position? They were pinned deep inside their own 15-yard line. Complimentary football once again from Indiana, and the special teams get involved.
Mendoza family going crazy up there. Again, mom played tennis at Miami. Dad won a national championship in Miami in his freshman year in crew. But mom fell out of love with the Miami program when they didn't recruit her son. And so when they came calling for Fernando in the portal, ended up in Bloomington. Yeah, not back home. Enough said.
Not happening. Well, we saw Indiana after the Fletcher run. We saw Indiana with the crowd back in the game for the Hurricanes. They had to respond, and they did. They moved the ball. They got in the field position that was more favorable with special teams. They blocked the punt. And now you flip it over to Miami. Now the Indiana crowd is coming alive. How are the Canes going to respond now? Down 10, 5 minutes to go in the third. Every possession counts for the Hurricanes.
You saw the shocked look on Beck's face. The job just got a lot harder. Very slow developing play. Wanted to take a shot downfield. Flips it down to Fletcher instead, and Fletcher fights for 8. They just have not been able to consistently stretch the field, Kirk. It's really been a problem now in all 4 of the playoff games for Miami.
Yeah, it's been, well, and again, against this defense, it's going to be tough. I mean, they take that away, theoretically, with the scheme by just trying to keep everything in front. He missed Malachi Tony. If he would have just looked into the middle of that defense, he had him open.
Fletcher around the right end, breaks free. Fletcher still stepping out of tackles. Picks up another chunk of yards out across the 35.
How many backs do you see in college football anymore that have this build? 6'2", 230 pounds as a tailback. There's that stiff arm with the length that he has, able to keep Fisher at bay. There's another great block by Malachi Tony. Another block there by C.J. Daniels to get him to that second and third level, that IU defense.
He has a breather as Marty Brown comes in. They fake the pitch to him, and Beck pitches downfield, and it's incomplete. Broken up beautifully by D'Angelo Pons, who arrived in time to dislodge it from Bowman. What a game he's playing.
He's playing great. You know, he's known for his ability to cover, but this time, because he's playing with zone eyes, he's able to respond and play. That looks like shoulder to shoulder to me, Bill. I don't see any contact at all.
No, he did launch up, but nothing to the head-neck area. It looked like it was all in the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm so gun-shy. I get so nervous when any defender makes a play on a receiver. I'm just waiting for a flag to come in. I'm glad we didn't see one there.
Worth mentioning that he's 5'9", 173. Plays with a ton of heart, always will have a chip on his shoulder, he says, because people have overlooked him because of his size, didn't have a lot of offers. One of those guys who went to JMU, Signetti spotted his talent, and then makes the journey to Bloomington.
And you're talking about specifically with the 2025 Indiana Hoosier team, the secret sauce of who they are. Not just the JMU guys, but you go through this lineup and you look at guys and where they transferred from: Texas State, Kent State, Navy. These guys feel disrespected, and it's a collective group that plays with that big chip on their shoulder.
Miami had been on a roll on third downs in the last couple of games, but not tonight. 0 for 8 as Beck tries to scramble and create on the move. Steps back, still trying to buy time. Right downfield, Daniels works free. C.J. Daniels waited for his quarterback to finally spot him. Play to the 35, picks up 24 yards.
What a job of working with his quarterback, C.J. Daniels. I want to try to show you where he is. He's right here, but watch this effort, because his quarterback's going everywhere. He's to the right, he comes back to the left, and then he's finally able to separate and pull away from Sharp. And how about the job there by Carson Beck identifying where to go to the ball? We saw that against Ole Miss when he looked backside and found an open receiver for a touchdown, and that's their first conversion on third down, and a big play by Beck.
Now Beck, screen, and looks like Joshua Trader. They put a knee down when he made the catch.
Yeah, that ball was thrown a little bit more upfield. It makes me think that because we haven't seen a ton of Moore, he's a true freshman, maybe he runs his route not at the right depth, so the timing and accuracy off a bit there. You can see he was expecting him to be in a different spot, so it's a little thing, but it affects the yards after the catch. Now, that had a chance to be a big one if the timing was right.
Tony comes in motion. They pitch it to him. He has a block. Malachi Tony takes off and races down to the 12-yard line. Got a block from Keelan Marion.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot. The motion's important because it's going to create the space, but there's the block by Zero right there. Keelan Marion. He was the hero last week, coming up with a bunch of big catches against Ole Miss, 7 for 114 and a touchdown, and now the unselfish approach. Boy, he looked more fired up about that block than he did the touchdown last week with the energy that he showed after making that block. So, heck of a job and good job of getting the ball to 10 in space.
And the first time he's been able to create yards after the catch.
5 seconds.
Fletcher back in the game. They snap it at 2. They feed Fletcher off the left side. And he plows for about 3. You're right, there was serious urgency. Suddenly the block, that's a lightning strike for Indiana to go back up 10. And Miami has gone to work here. Bad field position, but they moved it 72 yards.
Now it gets tough down in this red zone area. Indiana #1 in the country at defending and preventing touchdowns in the red zone area. What can Miami come up with here to try to get 7 instead of 3?
Miami decent, but not great in these situations this year. Fletcher breaks free. Fletcher, tough to tackle, just falls forward. He's just short of the marker at about the 3.
Chris, he had a jump cut in the middle of that play and right at the line of scrimmage. It was so natural. Well,
we got a fourth quarter here. Canes threatening to tighten this game up with 15 minutes to play. The national championship on the line here in Miami. You're watching the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person. They're ready to do your taxes for you, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
Oh my cheese. The new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99. Also on our 2 for $25 menu.
All right, let's go, let's go, let's get it. You got it. You got it. I'm coming.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood. And the thing about neighborhoods, they're not made of places. They're made of people. The kind of people who look out for each other. That's why we make hard-working tools that always work with any pro or DIY budget. You see, we treat neighbors like, well, neighbors. The other thing about neighborhoods, it means we're close by when you need us. Harbor Freight.
Can I get a Bud Light? Sorry, the bar's not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the bride. She said, can I get the clean, crisp taste of a Bud Light? Her words, not mine. She wants 3.
She wants more of those deviled eggs, too.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Ooh, that looks good.
It's Subway's new protein pocket. Over 20 grams of protein, crisp veggies for just $3.99.
$3.99?
$3.99. $3.99.
Subway's new protein pockets. Over 20 grams of protein for $3.99. Try all 4.